Cuscus fur, Stilton cheese, and a three-toed sloth. Written and read by Sally Cook. Technical production by Michael Cook. Cuscus fur, Stilton cheese, and a three-toed sloth. Written and read by Sally Cook. Technical production by Michael Cook. Chapter 1. My plane explodes and catches on fire. I wrote this book of recollections as it occurred to me that I've been involved in unusual and memorable events during my working life and as an adventurer come traveller. I hope the various aspects are of interest, sometimes amusing and at times insightful. There is no strict chronological order. Rather, I have written through connecting themes. Whilst there is some information regarding my family, my idea was to write about the twists and turns of work and travel, coloured by the people I've met along the journey. Living with a Papuan tribe and cultural immersion as a student of Spanish have resonated strongly for me amongst these experiences. My plane explodes and catches on fire. The forecast was for storms as I headed towards Wellington Airport. Once there, I heard my name being announced over the loudspeaker, which was quite concerning, and then I relaxed. It was a message from the local postman, whom I'd met during my travels. John Smith was wishing me a safe journey. And yet once on the Melbourne-bound plane, I counted heads. There were 80. Good, I thought. If anything happens, we'll be okay. The plane is only half full. I settled into the flight and enjoyed the meal in what to me at 18, and returning from my first overseas trip, seemed like a flying lounge room. I sat next to the wing, peering into the dark, when suddenly there was a massive bang, with the plane tossed up and down like a crazed elevator. Suddenly the food I had eaten stuck in my guts like a bad dream. I looked out my window again and saw 6-foot flames searing off the wing, sharp red licks against the black sky. The steward moved me away from the wing. Our plane was on fire. A couple linked arms and crossed themselves. A man's hands trembled as he tried to read the newspaper. A baby screamed as if a portent of doom. I sat there feeling sick, heart thumping. Then the captain's voice. He faltered as he said, I'm declaring a state of emergency. We're turning off the electricity. I can't remember if he said any more, but there were to be no lights, no alcohol. Still, the exit signs glowed like angry cigarette stubs. The air stewardesses got out the passenger lists. They were preparing to get out the rubber rafts. I kept willing the plane forward, as if psychologically moving back and forth in my seat would help. I worried that my family would be worried by my late arrival. I tried to reach them by telepathy. At 18, I told myself I was too young to die. In the movies, plane dramas usually show people screaming, oh my godding, and running around in a frenzy. It was nothing like that. People were silent, internally panicking, clutching at their partners or newspapers in quiet terror. I thought of our bodies floating in and out of a twisted wreck as it sank into the Tasman Sea. I imagined people seething to the exit, not caring for anyone else. These ugly images filled the space of not knowing where the fire was. The crew looked as terrified as the passengers. There were no further announcements. I felt my life was about to end, and after my initial terror and trapped helplessness, I started to feel an unexpected calm. Maybe I had used up all my adrenaline. Maybe I was giving into a stark reality beyond my control. But I remember saying in my head to an all-embracing power, I hand myself over to you. I am not and was not particularly religious, but I had this sense of loving, embracing arms reaching out to receive me. I was prepared for total surrender. I had a strong sense of being received. To me, this all-embracing experience felt akin to God or a higher power. I'm in no hurry to experience this or anything similar again, but it was a powerful yet peaceful moment. We continued over the Tasman.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?